Hi there. Welcome to a new episode of An Ordinary Review with PJ. Today is Christmas. So first and foremost, Merry Christmas to all of you. May this Christmas brings a lot of happiness and good health for each one of you. On Christmas Eve, I happened to check the latest George Clooney movie, The Midnight Sky. It's directed by George Clooney and he also stars in it. The movie is based on a book by Lily Brooks Dalton. The book is called Good Morning, Midnight. The movie also stars Felicity Jones, David Oyelowo, Kyle Chandler, and a cute little girl, Carolyn Springler, in her first movie role. The movie is set up like a sci-fi fantasy drama. It's set up in the year 2049 when Earth is becoming a desolate place. The climate of the Earth is becoming inhabitable for human beings and people are dying. And George Clooney is stationed on an observatory in the Arctic Circle, monitoring the situation of the climate on Earth and also overlooking the space missions that have gone out to locate other habitable planets. And one of those space missions, led by David Oyelowo and Felicity Jones, has actually gone to an undisclosed moon of Jupiter called K23, where they have found it to be habitable. So there is this space mission Ether, which is gone to that moon and is now on its way back with the good news that humans can make their habitation on this moon. At the same time, George Clooney is left alone on the observatory as everybody else is left because of the deteriorating climate, and he's suffering from some kind of disease, almost given up on life, so he stays back. And while he stays back, he notices there's a small little girl who seemed to have missed out, living with the others, also on the station. So now he needs to take care of this little girl and also has to inform the returning space mission to not land on Earth because they will die if they land on Earth. So he's desperate to reach out to them and inform them about returning back and not landing on Earth. And he struggles to make the radio transmission, the radio connect. So he decides to move to another radio station in the Arctic Circle along with this little girl to be able to contact the Mission Ether team, which is David Oyelowo and Felicity Jones. While all of that is happening, the space mission guys on their way back come across their own problems. They meet up with a meteor shower which damages their spaceship and also leads to the death of one of their colleagues. So they are going through their own trouble. So this movie has a very ironic way of depicting the kind of desolation that is happening both on Earth, on the Arctic Circle, where George Clooney is alone along with this little girl and is trying to reach out to the radio station, and at the same time in space it's a desolate environment. The spaceship is returning and they are struggling to save themselves from the meteor shower. So quite nicely captured, the situation on Earth, at the same time the situation in space. And it also talks about loneliness that everybody feels, that George Clooney feels about loneliness on Earth. At the same time, the space crew is feeling loneliness in space. They have been on this mission for 2 years and they have struggled. So in fact, there are some interesting things that they show in the spaceship where they have a virtual simulated environment where the space crew members actually sit in that virtual environment to be comfortable with their family members. These are environments created when they were with their family. So now it's like a virtual reality where the astronaut is trying to feel themselves familiar with their family members sitting through this VR session. Very, very nicely done. Overall, it's a good watch. It's a slow but quite an engrossing movie. At the same time, it is a little sad and mournful. It talks about apocalyptic times. It talks about the loneliness. It talks about the regret George Clooney's character has about his previous life before he actually became obsessed with space travel and other things. He has a regret from his earlier life, which he lives by as he grows old in this movie. So overall, I would say it's something that you may not enjoy on a Christmas day when it's a day of happiness, but it's definitely a good watch in the coming holidays. If you're at home, I think you should check it out. It's shot very well. It's visually very beautiful to look at, particularly the scenes in the Arctic with snow everywhere, and it's all white, and George Clooney struggling to reach from his observatory to this station. Those scenes are beautifully captured. At the same time, the spaceship scenes are also very nicely done. The meteor attack and those things are beautifully captured. So visually quite beautiful movie to watch. Performances wise, George Clooney as usual is fantastic. He's shown as this old graying, haggard looking scientist who has loneliness and regret that he's trying to overcome. At the same time, he has this strong sense of duty that he wants to warn the crew members to not return because they will perish otherwise. So George Clooney has done his part very well supported by the other cast members as well. Felicity Jones, David Oyelowo, they're all fine actors, so they played their parts well. And this little girl, first movie, and she's very cute to look at. So overall, I would say a good watch, something I think you should catch on during the holidays in the coming week. Thank you for watching my reviews. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I look forward to bring more reviews to all of you. The next episode from me is going to be a special episode which will end the year 2020. It's an episode that I have recorded to talk about the 5 series that I have immensely enjoyed, binge watched in the year 2020. So do look out for that episode. It's going to come out next week. It's called My Binge List for the year 2020. If you like my reviews, please subscribe and also share it with your friends and family. Ask them to subscribe to my channel, and I hope they like it. I look forward to bring more reviews to all of you. Take care, stay safe, be kind to yourself. Thank you and bye-bye.